Hello, welcome to BrigadeCon 2015. My name is Jester X. I am running a random dungeon that was created using the random tables in the Dungeon Master's Guide, and all of my players had to roll their characters randomly as well. So nobody knew what they were going to be before they started rolling the dice. Before we get started, real quick, BrigadeCon is an awesome convention. Its main goal is to raise money for this charity, Child's Play. So if you can, please donate to help it. You can do so in the details below this video. You can do so either by going to brigadecon.org and using their widget to donate. You can order T-shirts from BrigadeCon through Teespring. That's also in the details below. All the money from the T-shirts go to the charity. The BrigadeCon's not making any money off of it, so if you want a cool T-shirt, go ahead and buy it. Mine's on the way now. Or if you're interested in the charity itself, I have the link to the charity's website below as well. It's a great charity. They do what they do is provide games, board games, and video games for children that are sick and you don't really have access to them. So if anybody watching this, anybody playing this is able to, please donate in any way you can. With that, let's get the game started. So you six adventurers are traversing through a desert on a rumor. History says that once in this desert kingdom there was a line of rulers who were, as under everybody's, anybody who ever met them, they just loved them. Like they were these beloved rulers who could do no wrong. As time went on, the kingdom crumbled. Somebody found out that the rulers had actually been enchanting their subjects through magical means, and that they were using a rod that would be passed down from monarch to monarch to do so. Anybody that saw them was immediately enthralled by them. Some rumors have been popping up about the rod's location being found. You guys managed to be one of the first few people capable of braving the wilderness to get there. So following on a hunch and with the excellent tracking skills of a few of your compatriots, you've managed to come upon a mesa, and at first glance, it doesn't look any different than any other structure in the desert, like just natural rock structure. But as you're going around it, the location seems to match what you've heard in the rumors, and you see like a canyon, like where two of the cliff walls kind of come in together and go back. Upon coming around in front of it, you see that there's actually a small hole in the facing wall across it, and it looks to be an entrance. For the sake of moving this along just a little bit, I'm going to assume you guys all go in. Can I get a marching order?
I'm not going first.
I'll go first with my flying snake at the ready.
Okay, I'll go second, I guess.
I'll go last.
Is it dark?
There's a shadow, but there's dim light as you come up to it. The sun's overhead still, so you can see a little bit into it as you come up to the entrance. You look in. There seems to be a small chamber inside. not very large, but anyone with dark vision can see that there's a corridor leading from it directly in front of you, and then two passageways to the left and right as well. Um, so upon coming into the chamber, you see some trappings that look like some people may have rested here at some point. It doesn't look recent. Just maybe they use it to get in or out of the sun. Um, just like a place to escape the elements for a night or whatever. In the center of the room, there's a statue of a man holding a rod. This beautiful ornate scepter out, and the scepter is actually resting on the statue. It's not part of the carving. At the base of the statue, there's a plaque. What do you guys want to do?
So I want to go up and read the plaque.
Same here.
Okay. In common, okay, the plaque reads, "In the heat of the sun or the chill of the night, remember your oath, guard the rod." Okay, it's a 4-line passage.
Okay. I try and inspect the statue, see what I can understand from it. So should I roll history?
Yeah, actually, the history check would do good.
I got a 10.
It's a 10. Okay. The the outfit of the statue, from what you've seen in old paintings, is what the monarchs would wear of this kingdom. It's like an ornate robe, a small jagged crown, very rich, noble look to them.
Okay.
That's about it you'll get with the 10.
Does the staff look like you could take it away?
Yes, you could pick the staff up.
Are there any further passages, tunnel or something? Other?
Yep. So you came in from the east. To the west, there's a long corridor that even people with dark vision can't see all the way down. Though with dark vision, you can see that there's a passage from there on the right. There's also a passage to your right, to the north, and then to the south. It looks like it leads into a large chamber below you. South of you. Other than the room you're in now, the area is completely dark.
I pull out a torch. I'm going to light it from my Dungeoneer's pack, and since I don't have dark vision, and I draw my quarterstaff. I use a quarterstaff in one hand. So anything come up from investigating the statue? Someone want to take the staff?
Can you give me an investigation roll, or did anybody want to do that? I know Andreas wanted to know if he could learn anything of history from it.
Could I roll history? I have history +2.
You can.
Okay. I rolled a 12.
Okay, so pretty much the same thing. You can tell that
Okay.
it was a king of the old empire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. The plaque is by the staff or whatever.
It's on the base. It's on the base of the statue. Like it's like
Okay.
on a raised pedestal, and then the figure holding out open hands, holding a rod.
Okay. Nobody's picked up the rod yet.
Can I make a history check on the rod?
Yes.
Crit.
A 3.
Oh, a crit.
Oh, crit. Okay. The the rod looks much like the paintings you've seen of the rulers from the Empire. It fits the description almost to a T um, of what has been described as the rod that the rulers all held.
I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna walk up to it and try to pick it up.
Okay. Somebody should have rolled an investigation check on it. As you pick it up.
Because that's what my guy would do anyway. Huh?
Yeah. So as you pick it up, it just these magical balls just like burst out of it. You're gonna take 5, 8. You're going to take 20 force damage as these 5 magical balls burst out of the rod.
Oh, man. Okay, well, don't do that.
So I go and pick up the rod. No, just
So anyway, the poem said heat of sun or chill of night. Maybe if you add hot or cold. Is that what that means? Or is
And
it
if
just
they
a
always
poem?
guard the staff.
Can you repeat the poem, please, so I can write it down?
It's in the heat of the sun or the chill of the night. Remember your oath. Guard the rod.
Remember your oath.
Yeah, like maybe if you add fire or cold.
I don't think that's what it means. I just think it means everywhere you go and whatever time it is, you just have to guard the rod.
Okay.
Yeah, but it says something about
Daylight.
an oath, too.
Probably. I don't know what the oath is.
It sounds something to do with a paladin, honestly. Paladins have oaths they have to follow.
Should we continue?
Yeah.
I guess so. Which way are the corridors again? North, south?
So there's one to the north that turns right pretty shortly as it goes on. There's one to the west that goes pretty far down. You can see that there's also a side passage to the right from it. And then to the south, there's a very large chamber that extends back into. So like I described, like a corridor going into the dungeon itself. Like going back to one of the side walls that you pass by.
Okay. Well, what's in the chamber? Can we see through that area?
So from where you are, anyone with dark vision and the torch gives off like decent lighting. It looks to be a it looks like used to have been a barracks of some type. There's broken bedding, a lot of the wood from the beds is either rotted or missing, probably taken to start a fire or something. The sheets, the blanketing, what's left of it's covered in mold, but also like ripped. Most of it is like shredded in parts. The floor is broken. How deep is it? Without going in, you can't really see to the opposite wall. It's a very large chamber. Even how far is the drow dark vision? Is it
120
20
feet.
feet. Yeah.
Okay, so the 2 drow can actually see to the opposite wall, and there seems to be a couple paintings on the far wall.
Okay, let's search the room.
Yeah. I roll a perception check. If that's okay. 23.
All right. Is this like a general look at the room?
Yeah, I thoroughly searched the room.
Okay, so coming into so you go into the room to do that, right? It's not a trap. I'm just asking, because I there's certain information I can't give you if you can't see certain things.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the room too and look.
Okay.
I want to go look at the paintings.
Yeah.
All right. So there are actually four paintings. Underneath each one of them, with that perception check you got, Andreas,
Yes.
you can see a small switch underneath each one of them. In between the two center ones, in the wall, there looks to be like a slot that may or may not open. Um, it's a little bit different and a little bit recessed from the regular stone of the wall. Um, and that's right in between the four paintings. Um, the paintings depict from left to right um, an army of soldiers in formation. Okay. The next one is a landscape picture of a cactus with like just the desert behind it. You see a few like shrubs or whatever and the sun overhead. Um, the third one is a king sitting on a throne, and this one's a little bit larger than the rest of them. It's a king sitting on a throne holding a scepter, which, from being in the last room, looks to be almost exactly the same as the rod that you just picked up and hurt yourself with, Josh. And then the last picture is a painting of a starry night sky.
Okay, so I tell the others that I found a small switch under the paintings, and
Okay.
I point the center of the, where the wall's a bit recessed and the wall's a bit different. I point out, telling them that this might be another exit.
Oh, it's small. It's not anything you could fit through. It's like this big.
Oh, okay.
It's just like the size of a brick. That looks a little bit different.
I try and peer into the, you know,
Okay,
this big.
so what it is, like, say the wall is here.
Yeah.
It recesses back just like a quarter inch and then drops, and it's a sheer like stone in front of it,
Oh,
and then comes back out. So it looks like a door, kind of like blocking whatever's behind it or something.
okay. So I ask the others, what do you want to do?
Yeah,
Hmm.
my character's got a 7 intelligence. He's not very smart. He just doesn't say anything. He's like,
Can you hear me all right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Can you explain to me what the room looks like again, one more time?
Okay, so it's a very, very large chamber. Even with
Okay.
the torchlight, you can't see across the entire thing, with the exception of the two drow. It was a barracks that is far in disuse. The bedding's all been broken down or rotted. The blankets and sheeting are um, torn to shreds for the most part. There's four pictures on the southern wall,
I
from
got
left to
those.
right. Okay. And also, I didn't mention this before, but Andreas, with your perception roll that you made, there's like a pile of stuff that seems out of place in the northern wall. And underneath it is like a hole in the ground that's big enough for like a pretty decent set, like big enough for a person to squeeze through.
Hey,
Huh.
is there anything behind the paintings?
Yeah.
There's a switch under each one, and
Oh,
then
yeah, okay.
in between them is a in between the four paintings, like right in the middle, is that little recessed area.
There's a
Yeah.
switch under each
We
one.
need the scepter, I think. Well, one painting is the cactus desert or whatever. That's the heat of the sun. The night sky one is the chill of the night. There's a king on a throne. And what was the other picture?
Um,
The
um,
army.
yeah,
Soldiers
it's like an
marching.
army of soldiers in formation.
Like an army.
And
Okay.
that's the guard statement.
Huh. So what does that mean?
Well, we've got a. Um,
Click the switches in the order of the
yes.
that's listed. So maybe we should go back and make sure we have the order right on the.
Okay. Well, so it's going to match the poem, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
So heat of the sun is the desert, chill of the night is the sky.
Remember your oath, guard the rod. Is there the last two lines of the?
Okay. So yeah, that would be the order.
So remember your oath would be either the king or the soldiers, and then protect the rod would probably be the soldiers. So remember your oath is probably the king, and protect the rod is probably soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's what I think.
Yeah,
that
you're
makes
right.
sense.
You're probably right.
Right. So I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna start clicking the switches in that order.
Okay,
Exactly.
so you click the switch on the cactus. You hear a little bit of grinding, like stone and metal grinding against each other behind it.
Okay.
Nothing happens. You click the night sky one, same thing, a little bit of grinding. Nothing happens. You click the one with the guards next, right? The soldiers in formation. As you step away from it, a force field envelops you and you can't move.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it was the
Were
king
we
then.
hitting the third one? Were we?
I thought you
hitting-
said he was doing the king 1/3.
Yeah. It's the order of the poems. What he said.
Is that what you guys
Yeah.
wanted to do? That's what I thought we said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, Nick.
You hit the king
Sorry.
1/3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we
Actually-
went down the list. It was landscape, and then I couldn't remember when the guard.
That's actually my mistake. I'm sorry, I was reading it in a different order. So that still happens. I just described the wrong painting.
Okay.
Okay.
When you hit the
So
king
I'm
one-
frozen at the king.
So yeah, when you hit the king one, the force field comes down and envelops you. You also hear a louder grinding behind it. That I don't know. It sounds like all three switches that you hit before kind of are moving at the same time.
All three we hit before.
Yep. So the night, the desert, the
So
night,
it sounds like it's
and
resetting.
the king one. It sounds like they're all moving together.
Okay.
Where both the first two, as you hit them, they were individually moving.
So they're like resetting then or something, and now there's a force field.
On me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, sorry guys, I tried.
No, that made sense.
Which one is the force
Yeah.
field on?
What happens when you listen to the barbarian?
Yeah. I'm more like ooga ooga.
So the third one he hit was the king sitting on the throne holding the scepter,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
and that's when the force field came.
So maybe it's the other way.
We should have had the oath on the soldiers because remember your oath is for soldiers and guard the rod. Oh, it's the last possible one left.
Okay. So who's gonna? How do we do it this time? Is there a way to hit the switches like with a pole arm or something, or a 10-foot pole, or like a stick instead of?
It's kind of you kind of gotta like reach up behind it and hit it.
Okay. So not really.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to do the next one?
I'm stuck. I can't do anything right or say anything.
So I'll do the next one. I keep the first two, so first the cactus, then the night.
Okay. So this time hit the cactus, and then the night sky, and then the soldiers, and then the king. Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah. That's what I want to do.
Okay. And Christian, you're doing that. Auril. Are you doing that, Christian?
Yes, I'm doing that.
Okay. So click the cactus. Little scraping behind it. Nothing happens. Click the starry night sky. A little rumbling. Nothing happens. You click the guards. A little rumbling. Nothing happens. Go over and click the one with the king. And then you hear all four of them whirling together again. You get a little bit nervous because that's the same sound that it made before. But then the panel lifts up. A scroll drops down into a little container, like an area for it to hold, where the recess is.
Good man.
And
Does the force field?
Yeah, the force field comes down over Jeremy. So,
Great.
over Spee.
Spee.
So
Cool.
I'll have a look at the scroll and then unroll it and read it.
I actually didn't come up with anything for this scroll to say. Specifically, what it does is it points you to the library, to a specific book in the library. Um, so that I mean that's pretty much it's something along the lines of if you want to find the rod, this book will tell you how to get there.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so, and then other than that, there's a hole, you said, in the floor in this room.
Right.
Okay, what's down the hole? Can we, like, drop a light source down there or something?
Yeah.
Can you dangle the halfling in the hole?
I don't know about that just yet. I'm gonna drop a torch down there first.
Well, it's not very deep. It actually like
Oh,
once you
okay.
clear the debris away from it, it looks like a tunnel. Like it goes down at like a 30-45 degree angle.
Okay, it's a
Um,
tunnel.
Yeah, and it's big enough for like all of you to crawl through. I think the dragonborn and the half orc might have a little trouble. Anybody with like really big armor on might have a little trouble getting through it. But I mean, you could manage. It'd just take a little wiggling.
Well, do you guys want to search the other corridors? Or you want to go through the tunnel?
Yeah. I'm like, other tunnels, please. Kind of small.
You want me to go
Yeah,
down and
probably
scout it
good.
out?
I'll scout it out. I'll just walk down there with my torch and staff out, see what I see. Actually, I'm gonna put my staff away and cast find traps after, of course, the traps have already been activated,
Oh yeah.
which is natural for an 8 wisdom, 7 intelligence character. He's like, oh, there's traps in here now. Okay, I'll go away and cast find traps as I walk down one of the corridors.
So you're going back to the entrance and going down one of the bigger corridors?
If that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Sounds good.
there's a long corridor to the west. That let's see. Well, I mean, even from the central room to the drow can see pretty much all the way down. It kind of it's kind of like just on the edge of your vision, but you can see that it turns to the left at the very end. There's also a passage before it to the left, and even closer a passage to the right. Then the northern passage turns right almost immediately after leaving the room.
Okay.
Wait, explain that one more time.
So the north passage, this one's easier to explain. It goes up a few feet, like about 10, 15 feet, and then turns right. The western passage, the first passage, everyone can see this from the room. It's not very far away, and there's like dim light in the room, goes to the right. The next one, only the drow can see this far, turns to the left, and then at the very edge of your vision, like stepping into the passageway a little bit, you can see that there's another passage to the left further down the corridor.
But we can only see the first passage on the right.
Right.
What's that?
And the two drow can see the other two.
Okay.
I would say let's try the first one to the north.
Okay.
So you're going to take the northern passage from the room you're in now?
Yeah, that curves to the right.
Okay.
Seems at least confusing.
Quick question. The corridor that we were in, which way did we come from?
You came from the east when you entered the room, when you entered the area. So there's a passage to the northwest and south from there. The south was just that chamber you were in.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the main open chamber. I'm trying to draw a map this time, actually.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out where I miss stuff. Because I'm smart for a half orc.
Okay, so this is pretty much where you guys have been so far. You started on that piece on the top. The big open chamber is where you just were. This little thing where my pinky is, that's the tunnel you were just in. Or the tunnel you saw from the other room. And then the one with the one dot in it is the main entrance that you came in.
Okay.
That didn't help.
Well, anyway,
so,
we're going to the north.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go north.
All right. So you go north. It turns right, and about 50 feet in front of you, there's a set of iron doors. Sorry. Okay. Yep. Just a set of iron doors.
Okay. Search. Anything else in this room? Just iron doors?
Well, it's like a corridor. The doors
I see.
are
The corridor leads to the
blocking,
doors.
yeah, from blocking you from seeing them.
Okay.
Is there a handle on the doors, or are they just doors?
They're just doors. They look like they can be. I mean, yeah, I guess they look like they push in.
Okay.
Lead the way, halfling.
Search for traps. This time I'm going to try to search the door. I'm not going to. I learned my lesson. I might forget it in a few minutes, but.
So make an investigation roll.
I just push open the doors.
Okay.
Oh, you want to put? Okay, go ahead.
So with a loud grating, the doors open. You see into a room. It's like a square chamber with furniture on it, and like furniture in it, a large sitting table, a table with some broken glass by it that looks like they may have been bottles or cups or whatever. Some tapestries. In the northern, like the northeastern corner of the room, you see a large pack of dog-like creatures. They seem a little bit startled. Their hackles rising, staring at you as you walk into the room. And they're kind of just like on guard, like ready to come at you if you approach them any further.
Okay. Dog things.
If anyone, I mean, I don't know if anyone wants to make a nature check to identify them, you can.
I rolled 20.
Okay. They are jackals. They're pretty common in the desert. Few of them are pretty big, maybe a little bit bigger than maybe you would normally expect from them.
I can commune with animals or something. I think.
Animals. So
Hold on a second. Let me look. Speak
I
with
can't
animals.
talk with animals.
Be sense and speak with animals. I
All
can.
right, so what I'm going to do here is give everybody one action to do, basically, to decide what you guys want to do, and then we're going to roll initiative. These things are like ready to fight, but they're not. They don't seem too keen on just like coming after you, but they like look. They're on like a defensive stance, and they're definitely freaked out.
How far away are they from us?
About 50, 60 feet. They're up, and they're all like huddled in a corner.
What animals are they?
They're jackals.
Jackals. I'm gonna try to talk to them.
I think we're going for combat here, but okay.
Oh, you want to kill them?
You only got a few seconds. Make up your mind.
Yeah, I'm
What
just
you
gonna
do.
talk to him and see what they're. I'm just gonna
Okay.
see like. I'm just gonna talk to him and see if like I don't know. See what's going on. How you guys doing? See if they know where the beer's at.
Okay. So you're casting this. Oh, it's a halfling ability, right?
It's actually Path of the Totem Warrior ability.
Okay. All right. So either way, so you're getting. So who do you do? You target like a certain one, or like one of the?
Oh,
bigger
you know
ones?
what? It says only as only as rituals.
Oh, okay. So that's
So
gonna
that
take.
takes time.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was wrong.
Right. So.
Okay.
All right. So Andreas, you want to do anything? Well, I'm just gonna go to each one of you, and then we'll have you roll initiative if you guys don't leave, pretty much. So Andreas, go ahead. What do you want to do?
I think he's having issues.
Oh. Okay, Christian.
My initiative, or you asking?
Is there anything you want to do, or you just want to prepare to fight?
They seem aggressive.
They do.
Well, then let's make it quick. I throw a fireball at them.
Fireball.
Jeez. Okay. All right.
So now we're all on initiative.
So nobody else is going to get a turn. We're going to roll initiative after that. Go ahead with your fireball.
Yay,
how big's the
murder.
area? What's the area on the fireball, Christian?
It's like 20 feet, isn't it?
Isn't it 20 feet radius? Oh, no, I think it's, let me check. I have my handbook right here.
Genau, 20 feet radius on them. So I'll hit as much of them as possible. And they take a dex save.
All right. Let me just see this.
So.
All right. So you're actually probably going to hit all of them because they're all huddled together. What's your DC?
My DC is 14.
Okay. That's a 8. 7, 9, 10, 12. Okay. So you hit all the big ones, full force, and 4, 4, 17. Okay, one of them passed. 11, 17. Okay. So go ahead and give me the damage on that. I'm gonna use
the one which failed take 33 damage.
Okay.
And the one which succeeded half as much.
Okay. So the room fills with the acrid smell of burnt flesh and hair, of like musky fur. As the smoke clears and the fireball dissipates, you see the body of 10 jackals lying on the floor burnt.
Yeah. Well.
So
I'll go
one of them seemed to have been. You see this weird thing happening as it's burning. Its body started to take on a humanoid shape, and then as it's dying, it like reverts back into a jackal.
I only have one thing to say about this. Just give me a sec.
Okay. Are there any other room doorways in the room?
You see a hole in the southern wall. The rangers especially, but anybody with like any decent like survival sense can tell that tunnel from the launder chamber would have brought you into this room.
Oh, okay. Where the paintings were.
Right.
Huh. Okay. Weird. All right. Can we search the room for goodies?
Yeah. Like I said, it seems to have been like an audience chamber or something. Like, again, a lot of the wood has been broken down or rotted over time. There's like some like water leaking in from the eastern wall, so the floor is kind of messy. There's a moldy rug on the floor. There's nothing of value. It seems.
Nothing of use. Okay. Let's head back to the other room and check out the other pathway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you head into the western passage. Once you get you just once you get into it, you look to the right. That first passage you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can see far enough down it. A room on the right. I mean, on the left, and then further ahead, there's a stairway going down. Further ahead, again, there's 2 passages on the left. You guys want to stop here? You want to keep going down?
Let's maybe stop here.
Okay. So you're gonna head north. So there's a room on the left and a stairway going down directly to your north.
Let's check the room.
Yeah.
Well, let's search the door. If there's a door, or search for traps. Definitely this time.
Okay. It's an open chamber. There's no door on it. It looks as though there may have been a door at one time. You can see traces of hinges and some broken wood on the floor nearby. Coming into the room, it looks like a storage room for like mundane goods and supplies. From what you guys have been able to tell so far, this looks to have been like some type of stronghold with the barracks. There's a lot of like simple like weapons, some like rotted armor in here.
Nothing useful.
No, I mean, if you. So what else is in here? Sorry.
Do an investigation check.
Yeah.
I just want to investigate, see, anything useful we can use, any weapons or armor. Anybody needs to change out or something.
Any magic items, gold.
Yep.
All right. So looking around the room again, there's a picture of a king on a throne. It's different from the one in the other room. Everybody's passive perception is high enough to notice that, like, even at a glance, there's something off about the picture. Nearby on the floor, so Andres, sorry, I'm trying to use your character names. Moonrush, Tarnor, and Alriel can tell that the floor seems to be disturbed near the picture pretty regularly.
Okay.
Other than that, there's like broken closets, stuff. Like there's some supplies. A lot of it's old and rusted and rotted. Maybe some water skins or anything like that. But
So we search the picture.
You search the picture.
Around the picture.
What are you looking at exactly?
You said there was signs of something under the picture, signs of use or something.
Yeah,
Where?
so there's like a 10 by 10 like area on the floor that looks a little like there's not so much dust on it. It looks to like there's like signs of movement in that particular area.
Okay, is there anything behind the picture?
All right, so for you to look behind the picture, you're going to have to look at the picture.
Okay, so that means we got to step on that scary area. I'm gonna throw some kind of debris or something that's in the room, like an old shield or something, onto
I'm gonna walk
that
up
space.
behind the halfling and kind of push him in the area a little bit.
No. I'm gonna
Push him
throw
up to the
something
painting,
on
because I
that
can tell
area.
he's scared. So I'm just gonna push him, give him a nice little dodge.
Okay. So, all right. So who's where in the room right now? It's a little bit bigger than the last one you were in with the jackals. The painting is on the western wall.
I'm standing on the edge of the little square.
Yeah, me too.
Looking at the painting.
I'm
Alright,
probably
I'm kind of
the
standing back
painting,
behind
but
people.
not.
So anybody standing at the edge of the space, looking directly at the painting, tell me whether or not you're looking at the painting.
I'm looking at the floor.
I'm looking at the painting.
Okay.
Me too.
All right. So
Oh, it's such a beautiful painting.
so Christian, Sorry. Alriel and Mika, make a wisdom save. As you guys are looking at the painting, the face of the king, it's like a bust sat like shoulders up view of the king.
I got a 15.
Okay.
I've got a 14.
Okay. So as you're looking at the painting, the face warps into a creature with like compound eyes and like little like mandible thing like this, like an insectoid creature. As you're looking at it, it kind of just it shifts really quick, and
It's a mimic.
you feel in your head this like this urge to like walk towards it, and then you kind of shake it off. Um, Everyone said that they're on the edge of that area of the floor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the floor opens up as these two see the picture shift. The floor opens up, splits in half, and then like grinds open. Inside the hole in the floor now, you can see a set of glasses, kind of oddly floating above the ground in the pit.
What are my like eyeglasses?
Yes, like they got like a gold frame.
Spectacles.
Spectacle.
Right. Spectacles, like they got like a gold frame and like a deep blue like crystalline transparent lens. And Moonrush, Tarnor, and Alriel again, you can see very clearly that there's this gel like substance filling the entire hole. The other three can't see that. They just see
it's a gelatinous cube or
Don't
whatever.
give it away.
Sorry.
So
That's
they
what-
I pointed out to the rest of the party.
okay.
Okay, I went to push the halfling earlier, so I don't know if that's still happening.
You're gonna push me?
I
good,
pushed
if you
you.
really
I was
wanna
pushing
do
you
it.
towards the painting. Basically, I walked in and I see y'all kind of looking around, looking at stuff, and you're scared of this one area, so I just wanted to push you forward.
You're gonna push me into the gelatinous cube, really?
I pushed you into the open area. Whether it happened or not, I don't know.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Talk
I'm-
about
I'm-
being.
I'm just being honest here.
Right. So I rolled a percentage on whether or not it was before or after. It was before, so you would have had time. Josh, just give me a dex roll. You're not getting pushed directly into the cube, but
Like a dex save?
yeah,
Yeah,
dex.
we deck save. See if you jump back.
I get advantage on my dex saves. So 17.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you managed to. So you get pushed onto it. Spee laughs a little bit about it, and then the floor starts rumbling as you're kind of catching your footing, because the two drow just activated it. So you managed to jump off in time. Now, if you guys don't get away from it, I'm gonna have you roll initiative. So. I don't know if anyone's interested in getting.
So all I see is just a pair of floating glasses. I don't.
Yeah, so we don't see anything.
I mean, but we were told there's something gooey down there by the
Right.
one guy. So.
Okay. Yeah, how many torches do we have?
I've got quite a few in my Dungeoneer pack.
Well, I'm thinking I want to.
I have candles.
I'd want to take a torch and kind of chunk it down there.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to pull out a torch, I'll light it with the one I have,
Yep.
but I'm certainly not throwing mine. Thank you.
Yeah,
Right,
it's like-
so it sounds like you guys.
So I'll grab a
it sounds like
torch.
you guys are interested in this pit. I want everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
I'm going dead last. I rolled a 1.
17.
I rolled a 0.
I've
You
got
rolled
an
a
8.
0.
That'd be
We're
20.
gonna we're gonna put you a 1. Can you guys put your rolls in the chat, please? That'll just make it easier on me.
I didn't roll a 0. I'm just JK. 23. Fuck's sake.
Eric, that 16 was yours?
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so Trenor is going to go first, then Spee. You can go ahead, Josh. I'm just writing down the rest of the order.
Okay, I get 2 attacks.
So is this hole? Do we have to jump down into this hole?
No, it's for who can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you stated it, so it's now apparent to anybody that's looking at it. The pit's about like a little more than 10 feet. You guys, there's like about 2 feet before the creature or before the gel starts. So it goes down 2 feet, and then that's where it is.
Okay, so it's just kind of like settled in right there. Okay.
So I rolled a 13 and a 22.
Okay.
Wow.
So you're hitting it.
Yeah.
Okay. Those will both hit.
So 8 and 8 is 16.
Right. Okay. Spee, you're next, unless that 20 was a joke. Or
No, that 20 was 17 plus initiative.
okay. Okay.
So yeah.
So you're next.
I'll cast Hunter's Mark on it and swing the swing, double swing. Nat 20 and 15.
Okay. 15's gonna hit, or is that the damage? Sorry.
No, that's 2 attacks.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that'll be for the crit will be 2, 4, and 3. So that's 9 damage from 1. The hammer, and then a sickle is gonna be 3. Plus Hunter's Mark. 1, 2, 6, 3.
Okay.
That's it.
So what's the total? 9. 9 was first. 3 from Hunter's Mark, and then what was the second attack's damage?
3.
3. Okay, so 15 total. Okay. Zenos, your turn.
I as well. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it as a bonus action, and I'm gonna breathe fire on it. So it needs to roll a DC 12 Dex save.
All right. I'm gonna rule that it works because there's nowhere for it to go.
Okay.
So,
so it takes 6 damage of fire and 2 damage from Hunter's Mark.
all right. So it's 8 total. All right. Alril, your turn.
I'll cast Fairy Fire on it,
Okay.
and I'll use my the Fairy Fire granted by my draw ability, so it can make a Dex save against 10.
So I failed.
It failed. Great. So now it shines in violet light. It emits violet light, and all attacks against it have advantage.
Awesome. All right, is that your turn then?
That's my turn.
Okay. Moonrush.
Okay, so I'll cast Produce Flame
All right.
on a creature. So that's an attack roll, I believe. Where's my d20? No. Okay, there we go. So, oh shit. Yeah, 1. I rolled the 1.
Okay. So you sputter some smoke out of your hands.
Don't forget you now have advantage.
I do?
Uh,
Okay.
Oh yeah, on all
So,
attack rolls, even spell attack rolls. Yeah.
okay, so I rolled an 11 total.
All right, that will hit.
Okay, so that's 2d8, 3 and 8, 11 damage.
All right. Christian, how does fairy fire work exactly? Is it like on organic matter? Is it on like living matter? Like what's
I'll
the?
check it out. PQRS Fairy. So the spell description is: each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Your choice. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it. Blah blah blah.
Okay. So, um, so it kind of like when the pit opened, it kind of like started reacting, bubbling. Like you guys could kind of see it moving a little bit. You all reacted fast enough that it stopped moving. There's really nowhere for it to go, so it's still like maintaining its shape, but it has completely stopped moving.
Okay, that's nice.
The spectacles are still kind of like floating around in it. They had started getting agitated a little bit when it started moving, but they've settled, still suspended above the ground. You can see like other like bits of metal and stuff in there too, but that's about it. Combat over. You destroyed the thing.
That's what killed myself earlier.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do now?
I'm just waiting to see what the others will do.
So is it dead? Sorry, I was looking at something.
Yeah, it is. The other thing too is anybody that was standing right on the edge of the pit, like anybody that was melee with it, would have been affected by fairy fire. So you all actually have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I have a 4.
Okay, so you're now emitting a violet light.
And how long is the spell?
9.
When the blob, what's it called down there?
Is it a concentration spell? Because you can just end it, I guess.
It's a concentration spell. So
Okay.
if it's
minute,
dead,
yeah.
I'll end concentration and everything's fine.
Okay.
So everyone lit up violet pretty much when that happened, and then once the thing died, the light goes away.
Good.
So does anybody want to try to get the goggles or the spectacles, or?
I'm gonna get the spectacles.
Okay, and how are you going to do that?
Yeah, no. Just no. Forget it. By the way, I cast a spell Bloodberry, so I get like 10 berries which restore 1 HP each.
Okay.
So if anyone needs a berry, just tell me.
I'll take one.
Okay, I give him a berry. Actually, I throw it in the air so he can catch it with his mouth.
Yeah.
Roll a dexterity saving throw. Falls in the pit. Just kidding.
17.
Nice.
Okay, so is anyone interested in getting those eyes, or do you want to go somewhere else now?
We should try getting those eyes, by the way.
I think we picked up.
But does anyone have mage hand or anything?
No.
I don't.
No. So these
Are they like in the bottom of the pit? Do they just kind of like dissolve, or?
No, they're definitely not dissolved at all. They're like hovering still, like they're like stuck in the gel, basically.
Okay.
Oh, so maybe I can try and summon. No, I can't do that.
Just go get them.
Okay. Someone, I'm gonna go down. Someone toss me a rope, please.
I'll toss you a rope.
How deep is the pit?
It's 12 feet total.
Okay, so I'll just jump down and fuck it.
Right,
Should I roll?
So you jump in, and as you hit the goop, your fall slows like dramatically. Where you have like exposed flesh starts tingling, but it doesn't burn quite. You can feel that like the effects of this creature are like kind of still there. But you manage to like dunk in and grab the glasses up without any issue. Now you're covered in this disgusting slime.
Mm-hmm. Do you need a hand getting out?
Okay, so I quickly get everything that I need to get, so like the spectacles and whatever.
Okay.
And I shout to the people above, toss me a rope. Oh wait, did Christian already toss a rope?
I already tossed you a rope.
Okay, so I should I toss the spectacles? No, I put them in my pack and I start climbing the rope.
Okay. It's a small hole. I mean, I'm not going to make you roll to get out. So you manage to get out. Now you have these lenses, and all right, you guys are ready to move on. I mean, a quick look at them shows that there's something special, but you need to spend some time with it to try to figure out what they do exactly.
Is anyone here a wizard? No. Does anyone have a katana?
Nope.
Well, that's great.
Actually, it's funny. You're every single one except for Trenor is a divine caster.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
I'll check them out though. If you want to give them to me, I'll look at them and.
No, it's okay. I just wear the I wear the spectacles and see what happens.
Okay.
Nothing happens. Okay.
No, I mean you can see better. You don't. I mean, it like things directly in front of you are like crystal clear, pretty much. Other than that, you don't like feel different. You don't get sick or anything. You just like things in like your immediate sight. Like if you put your hand in front of your face, like you can make out like every single like inconsistency in your skin.
Yeah.
You can see your fingerprint, basically that kind of thing.
Okay, so just okay. I'll give it to who wants it. Anyone
I'll
want
check them
them?
out. And at least
Yeah. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I'll give it to Jeremy.
Speak.
Yeah, speed. Sorry.
Yeah, I want to make a Arcana check on it, or check whatever check I have to make on it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Arcana will work.
You tell me what.
Yeah, make an Arcana roll.
5. So no.
Congratulations. Okay, so should we just continue?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else in the room of value. I mean, any of the gear in here has been rotted for over the years.
Okay.
Okay, so let's head back, go down the hallway.
Okay. So again, when you leave the room, to the north, there's a staircase. To the south is that long corridor with the 2 passages on the left.
Okay. Can we see down the staircase at all?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go down too far, about 30 feet. You can see to the bottom of it fairly well. Moonrush in particular, you can hear some like chittering, kind of like a little like scraping down at the
Whoa.
bottom of the stairs. You also see, like, standing at the top of the stairs off to the right a little bit, you kind of can see like what looks to be like shelving or something. But from the top of the staircase, you can't really make out much more than that.
Huh. So I point out everything I've seen, like, to the rest of the group.
Hmm.
And what do you guys want to do?
Down the stairs.
Down the stairs.
Yeah.
Follow the paladin. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So you enter what looks to be a library. There are books all over the place. A lot of them are molded and in bad repair. Covers falling off of them. Some in piles. Some still on the shelves. The walls are pretty much covered in shelves. There's no other exits or entrances. Like, there's no other passage is through the room that you can see.
Empty shelves.
There's some empty shelves, but like it's mostly full of books on the floor and on the shelves. Some of the shelves are broken from rotting, and like the books tumbled out of them or whatever. But
Oh, the books. Okay.
So great. I've got this scroll which points us to a specific book in the library. Maybe this library.
Mm-hmm.
so you guys are all in the room now. Does anybody have the alert feat?
No, I don't.
No.
All right. So that scratching that you heard, Moonrush, gets really loud as you guys get into the room. A quick glance around, you are all surrounded by scorpions, like regular-sized scorpions, but completely surrounded by them. They're coming at you from all angles.
Giant scorpions?
No, regular-sized scorpions.
Oh.
They're gonna all get like a surprise round on you.
Okay.
So each one of you is going to be being attacked by a bunch of scorpions.
So it's like a
roll,
hive.
Yeah, so first roll will be to Moonrush. And what's it? Okay, 21's going to hit. Okay, you're going to take 13 piercing damage. And then you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Right, one sec. Let me roll. So that's 14.
Okay. So you pass that. Okay. So you're going to take half damage from this. And you're going to take 6 poison damage. Okay, next one is Phasonous. You manage to shake off their attacks, just barely, like keep them off your legs, kicking them away a little bit. Spee,
Okay.
you are going to get hit. You'll take 7. You're going to take 10 piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
Plus 16.
All right, 16. So you're going to take 7 poison damage.
Okay.
Next one is Tarnor. 15 will just make it. You're going to take 11 piercing damage. Make a Constitution throw.
17.
All right, and then you'll take 2 poison damage. Alreal, that one missed. So with your steel boots, I'm imagining you got some pretty heavy armor on with that armor class. You managed to avoid the brunt of it, and the same for you, Mika.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna roll initiative.
Great.
Samantha, that 13's your initiative, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then Andreas, need an initiative from you.
So I rolled 13.
Okay. Eric, high or low? What's your dexterity score, actually?
10.
10? Okay. Um, Samantha and Andreas, what are your dexterity scores?
My dex score is a 15.
Mine is 12, so I presume Samantha goes first.
Okay, yep. Okay. All right. So the scorpions that attacked Alriel and Mika are going to get top of the turn order. Alriel, again, you managed to keep them off of your skin through your heavy armor. Same with you, Mika. Moonrush, they're all over you, man. You're gonna take another 7, not 8 piercing damage. Make a con save.
8 damage, and I make my con save, which is 16.
Okay, and that's gonna give you 6 poison damage. Well, Thasanus, these scorpions attack you again. That's enough to do it. You're going to take 4, 8, 9 piercing damage. Make a con save.
19.
Okay, take 6 poison damage. Right,
What was the
now,
piercing?
7,
7. Okay.
I think. I don't know.
Yep.
But now it is time for your revenge, Thasanus.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay. I'm going to hit them with my staff. Try to sweep the staff to hit as much as I can.
Okay.
That is first one is a 13,
Okay.
and the second one is a 25.
All right, those are both shooting. Do it.
So they take 6 from the first bludgeoning damage and 7 more bludgeoning damage from the second one.
Okay. So you managed to clear out the area immediately around you. I take it stomping around a little bit, smashing the entire length of the staff down on the floor all at once. And yeah, so you managed to like clear yourself of the creatures. More probably will be coming towards you, but now you're in the clear. Spee, your turn.
Okay. So these are just like swarmed all around us, right? And
Yeah, yeah, you guys are
Okay.
completely surrounded by spores.
I guess my question is, do I need to make a normal attack against them? Will that work or not?
Oh wait, you know what? Thousanders, you didn't quite manage to do it. I didn't see something, so there's still a few around you.
All right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna attack the ones around me, I guess.
Okay.
And try to do this the right way this time. So we'll do hammer, sickle. Okay. 16 and a 3.
All right, 16 will hit.
Okay. And that's the hammer. And then that'll be 1d4. 6 total. And then I'll do an extra attack with that one. And that's a 2, isn't it? So that's it.
Okay. Real quick, which ability did you pick from the hunter? Did you take
So I got the 2-weapon fighting, and then I got the extra attack.
Right, but your ranger path.
Oh, I took the Horde Breaker. So
Okay.
that's what I was not sure what to do about that. Once per turn, make an additional attack with the same weapon within 5 feet. But I missed that anyway. The second attack. I think it has to be like a chain reaction. So it was like I hit one, then I can use it to do another one.
Okay. All right. I'll let you do it. Go ahead and do that. That's fine. That last attack in.
And that'll be 22 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit. Just who are you? Like, whose area are you attacking with now? Because it's not going to be the same group.
I guess the cleric next to the cleric.
And how much damage you do?
6 total.
Okay. All right. Cool. Tarner, your turn.
Okay, I got to take my superior potion of healing.
All right.
And probably get away from the fray right now.
Do you have the stats for that?
No.
Okay. Potion of healing spirit, 8d4 plus 8 hit points.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna get one attack of opportunity on you if you're trying to make it back to the stairs. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. They'll miss, so you're all set. You make it.
Cool.
Mika, your turn.
Let's see. Not finding what I'm looking for on my character sheet for some reason. I guess I'm just going to use my rapier and kind of like hack at him.
Okay.
12.
That'll hit. Do you get extra attack as a paladin?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you want to just roll for that one too?
Okay. That one is a 24.
All right, those will both hit.
8 on the first one, and 4 on the second one.
Okay, cool. So you managed to kill a few of them around you. Moonrush has dropped. I hope he can get back in pretty soon. Just leave his little section out of it for now and see what happens. Okay. So Tarnor has left the immediate area, leaving his group of scorpions to find new targets. I'm going to roll a d10 and assign that group to you, to whoever I get. So that's going to be Phazanus. You got another group on you now. They've missed, so you're okay. You managed to not take any more stinging and biting. Alriel, your turn.
Okay, so first, Joshua, you're badly hurt by now?
Well, actually, I just took a potion. I'm sorry, you had magic. I didn't even think about it.
I do too.
Oops.
So how hurt are you?
Well, the potion took care of it,
Okay,
so I'm good now. Thanks.
So then I'll use one of my channel divinities, the Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay.
So I present my holy symbol, and light emits from it, banishes banishes every magical darkness in a 30 feet radius, if there is any. And additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of me must make a Constitution saving throw. So I think that should be all of the scorpions.
Okay.
If they can see me, that's the down point.
Yeah, they can definitely see you. Some of them may not, but a few of them definitely can from each group.
Well, if
So.
they...
Yeah, we'll count. We'll say that each group can. So they need to make a Constitution throw.
Yeah, if they fail that throw, they take 18 radiant damage. And
okay. What's the DC on
it? 14.
14. Okay. Fail. Fail. Success. Okay, so 2 fail, 4 succeed.
Which that one that failed take 18 radiant damage, and the one that they succeeded take half that much damage.
Right, so 9. And I'll put in this damage for that other group, and I don't know. Okay. All right, back to the top of the turn order. Alriel, the scorpions around you, try to get in between your armor plates, whatnot. This time they're going to they've managed to crawl up you a little bit, get into some of the grooves in your armor. You're going to take 3 piercing damage, and give me a con save.
Oh, that's bad. 7.
All right, you're going to take 13 poison damage. Okay.
Okay.
Nika, they are climbing up on you now. Still, your armor is saving you splendidly. You're fine through that. Okay, you're going to skip that one. The group that was pretty much around Phazanus had pretty much completely taking the brunt of that radiant damage. They're gone. So you don't have to worry about that as of just yet. But now it's your turn.
Okay. Anybody having any problems with scorpions right now that I can get to?
Well, actually, no. There was another group that attacked you, wasn't there?
Yes.
When Tarner left, so you do have them to deal with as well.
Okay. So I'm gonna drop my torch as an interaction, and grab my staff with 2 hands, and I'm going to do another wide arc at these the swarm.
Okay.
The first attack is a 17, and the second's an 18.
Those will both hit.
The first hit does 11, and the second hit does 9. So 20 damage altogether. Bludgeoning.
Okay. You managed to get rid of quite a few of them, crushing a few, swiping them off you. Speed, your turn.
So I still have all the ones on me, right?
Yes.
So I'll go ahead and...
A good amount of them, actually, Elreal's spell did quite a bit of damage. You guys are definitely in a better situation than you were before that.
Okay. Let's see. Double swing. So 16 and a 13 to hit.
Those will both hit.
Okay. That'll be 7 plus 6 for that. And then I'll take an extra attack. So that's 7.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was 7 plus 6, so that was 13 total. Extra attack is 18 for to hit. That's a 1-4 damage. And then I will attack, I guess whatever one's closest to me with the least amount of little creatures running around.
Right. So that would be the group around Mika that has the least amount.
Okay.
She's also faring the best among you, so
Okay.
do what you want to do. Thazinus has probably taken quite a bit of damage at this point.
Okay. Well, I guess whatever one's close, it has to be within 5 feet. So
right.
whichever one
needs me the most. I mean, they're all over the place. I'm not.
Actually, no. It would be Mika. It would be Mika's. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 12. What is that? Like 16?
Okay, that hits.
Okay. And 7 damage.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Tarnar, it's your turn.
Okay. So get 2 attacks. One is a 16 and one is an 8.
All right, the 16 will hit.
9.
All right, and which group are you attacking? Because you did manage to clear yourself. There's a group around each remaining player.
Whoever's closest, or I don't know, who needs the most help?
He's managed to clear out most of them. Mika's also doing all right. Alriel has the most around him, but his armor's been helping a bit. So Thazinus is probably the least safe.
Okay, I'll help him.
Okay. So 9 damage, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're my hero.
All right, Mika, it's your turn.
I'm gonna attack him with the rapier again.
Okay.
I got a crit on the first one.
All right. Go ahead and roll the damage for that, because that's probably going to determine the rest of it.
Do I need to roll the hit damage twice?
Take max damage for the roll, and then roll it and add your modifier.
Okay. $14.
Okay. So a bit of swatting around. You manage to get them all off. You cut them in half. You're clear at the moment. If you want to use your other attack to help someone else out.
Who's the closest to me?
Probably Spee, I think.
Yeah, because I just moved back to her to help her.
Does he have any on him?
He's got a very small amount, yes.
I'll go ahead and attack those. Crit it again.
All right.
What in the world?
Nice work.
You can roll the damage. I'm going to guarantee that you cleared him, though.
Let's see. 13 damage again.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're good. All right. Cool. So you just like stab, slash, stab, cutting scorpions in half left and right. Okay. Next up is a group of scorpions on Thazanus. You manage to move around a bit to shake them off. They don't actually get in any good stings on you. Auriel, your turn.
So I'll cast Sacred Flame on my scorpions.
Okay.
They get a Dex save against 40.
They failed.
They failed, that's good.
It is.
So they take 9 radiant damage.
Alright. So you've cut him down. You got, between you and Thazanus, there's less than 20 scorpions left. You guys are doing pretty good getting rid of them. Back to the top of the order. The group on you now, after just being burnt, the few that weren't, come up, try to get at you and fail to do so. Thazan, it's your turn.
Alright, let's see what I can do about taking out the rest of these. I'm sweeping my staff again in a wide arc at them.
Okay.
First roll is a 1. And the second roll is a 24 altogether.
Alright, so that one's going to hit. The first one, obviously not.
No, I was totally expecting that one to hit, man. No, it's 10 damage, bludgeoning.
Okay. Cool. Spee, your turn. So Thazanus and Alriel are the only two right now being bothered by these things.
Okay. How many does Thazanus have a lot on him, or is it kind of being taken care of?
They're both pretty low. Obviously, with Alriel's armor, he's not having such a hard time.
Okay.
And his magic seems to be doing a lot more damage than the weapons are doing.
Okay. I mean, you look like you got it under control. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of sit back and just, yeah, I got this. I'll hold out.
All right. This is what happens when you roll evil on a random player.
I wasn't gonna tell him. I was trying to let him figure it out, but you know.
Sorry.
What's funny about my drow is she's lawful good.
Yeah.
I am the direct opposite of any drow.
I want to see what you
Well,
kids
I mean, you're pretty close to Dritz, at least. He's not quite lawful good, but he's definitely good.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tarno, your turn.
Okay, more scorpions. So I rolled a 17 is the only one that hit.
Okay. And this is the same group, right? The one that's around Falzinus?
Yeah.
Okay.
12 points damage.
All right, that clears him. So you manage to bash your axe around a little bit, use the flat of it to just crush the ones on the floor. Scrape some of them off of Falzinus's leg without actually cutting him.
Hey, don't touch that.
Mika, your turn.
Hey, we only have one more set left, right?
Right. Yep.
Is that character anywhere near me, or?
I mean, you can move. The room's not huge. You can definitely move within range.
Okay, I guess I'll go help the last remaining person with the scorpions.
All right.
Hack at them with my rapier again.
Oh, come on, they got it. They're fine.
That's a 15. You be quiet. A 15. First attack.
15 hits, yep.
First attack hits for 4. Second attack is an 11.
That does not quite do it.
Okay.
All right. Alriel, your turn.
So, do I got any scorpions left on me?
You do. You're the only one left with them around you.
So, I'll use Sacred Flame and try to be the last one who gets rid of them. So
Okay.
they get
So they got a
safe
17.
against.
They got a 17 on their save. So they probably take half damage.
No, they don't
no
take
damage.
any damage from the cantrip.
Okay. All right. Then they try to get back at you. Again, failing to do so. Falzinus, your turn.
So I pat the halfling on the head like he's a child. Aw, you're so nice. Thank you. And I pick up my torch. And I yell out, I hurt, I need good berries. Like a big kid. And I'm going to send my flying snake over to help the cleric to try to eat as many of the scorpions as it can with its attack.
Cool.
And it rolls I forgot what bonus it has to hit. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, 17 to hit it.
That'll do it.
All right. So it takes 4 plus 3d4 damage.
So the 4's piercing damage, right?
Yeah, the 4 is piercing, and I did 8 poison damage.
All right. So he manages to bite into a few of them, gobble them up, and clears Alriel. And the last one that he gets, he has to wrap around Alriel's arm to get at the last one. So now you got the snake on your arm, at least for the moment.
Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. I promise he's okay.
Or should I hurt someone who's helping?
All right. Cool. So you guys are now clear. There actually was more scorpions, but since Andreas dropped, I don't want to make you fight them.
Aw, thanks. DM gets inspiration.
Bad idea.
Yeah, I agree. That's a bad idea to give the DM inspiration sometimes.
All right. So you clear the library out.
Alright, who's got the scroll?
I've got the scroll, and let's get back to what started the problem. I followed the instructions on the scroll to the book.
Okay. After a little bit of searching around, you're able to find it. It's in pretty bad shape. Some of the pages are molded, but the majority of the information is readable. You'll spend a little bit of time flipping through it. It's not a huge book, but it's big enough that you got to search through it a little bit. That'll give other people some time to patch up their wounds and stuff as you're flipping through it. We'll call this a short rest while you try to find the information.
Short rest is good.
You guys, if you want to, you can take a long rest. It's not the most secure location, but you can if you want. But you at least will need a short rest in order to find the information.
Okay.
I spend 2 hit dice to get my hit points back.
Okay.
Yeah, we should just do a short rest. Not spend 8 hours here.
Yeah, no. I need to see.
My character will get
Short
bored.
rest should be enough.
So Spee, you're the one that had the goggles, right?
Yes.
Are you wearing them, or?
I did not put them on. I just kind of
Okay.
put them in a pouch real quick. Quick question for Ranger. Do I need a short rest or a long rest to regain spell slots?
For spell slots, you need a long rest.
Okay. I'll just use my hit dice then. 4 and 6. 10. So I'm up to 37. Alright.
I'm also taking 3 hit dice.
And me and my snake will munch on those scorpions. All the dead ones that are cooked from the radiant blast. Yum.
Alright.
I think there's quite a few of them that were blasted by radiant.
The spectacles for the short rest, I guess I'll inspect them kind of for the short rest and check them out and see if I can figure anything else out about them, how they work, what their purpose is.
So pretty much, like I explained before, they give you the ability to see like very clearly in front of you. What it's going to do is give you advantage on investigation rolls when you're wearing them. It doesn't need to be attuned. It's not that, but like mechanically.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was something like that. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll keep them. I'll sport them.
So, Alriel, looking through the book, you managed to find the information you need. Again, I put a lot more work into the puzzle at the beginning that you guys did. This one I kind of just have like a basic idea for. It tells you that the carving, like the runes on the walls in one of the passages are important to it. In that, so on the next page, it will show you the specific ones to look for. But basically, you want to look for a break in the runes. The page in question is torn out of the book, but it's the information you have. If you spend enough time working on it, it may not be necessary to find the page to figure it out if you spend enough time doing it.
And how much time should I spend to figure it out?
Well, I mean, like once you get to the area in question, that you without the page, you may be able to figure it out without it. But the page will obviously tell you exactly what to do.
So first of all, I share this knowledge with the others. And fellows, I don't see much sense in looking here for a single missing page, which could even be not here at all. So I think we should continue my search.
Okay, well let's keep moving down the hallway.
Nah, it's back up the stairs.
Back up the stairs and then down the hallway.
Stairs, back down that passageway to the west. There are 2 passageways on the left heading south. The first one is very narrow. You'll have to go single file down that one. The next one is a bit wider.
First one.
I vote the first one.
Can one of the drow kind of check down one of them and see? Or,
I'll go first and look.
Okay, so with your dark vision, even at the entrance to the corridor, you can see all the way down the hallway, to the end where it looks like it turns left at the very end. There's one part of it that kind of widens out a little bit, not for very long, and then narrows back down. On both sides of the wall, going down this corridor, there are runes carved into the stone. There seems to be like a pretty, I don't know, I guess,
okay.
does anybody have like investigation as a skill?
No.
No.
Proficiency? No.
Yeah.
Although I do have advantage on investigation now.
You do. But I was thinking more passive investigation. Okay, so there,
Perception.
you can see, as you start traveling down it, you can see that some of the rooms repeat. There's probably some pattern to it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can we first? Can't remember the name of the scroll. Check the scroll.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
So the
Does
missing page from the book is the page that had the illustrations of the runes on them.
Mhm.
So you have no way to tell like which ones are important at a glance.
Oh, okay.
How far down do you guys want to go? Like, because if you're just like passing by, like running your hands along the walls or whatever, nothing particularly is going to happen. Once you get to the wider area to the right, there's a stone door. Right before it tapers off again.
So we can
But-
like see the door there. There's no mistaking that it's not a door.
Right, yeah, there's a door to the right that's closed.
Does it look like it opens inward or outward?
It looks like it pulls open into the hallway that you're in now, into the corridor you're in now.
Okay.
Guess I'll check it for traps and listen to see what's going on. If I can hear anything.
Alright, so give me an investigation roll at advantage, and then to listen, I'll need a perception.
19 for investigation.
Okay, it looks like a stone door that opens into the hallway that you're in.
Close. Okay. And 13 for perception.
A what?
13.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Wait. That'll be 14.
Okay, I'm gonna say because of the heaviness of the door, can't really hear anything through
Okay.
it.
Is there any way you can like grab the door and pull, or is it just like push?
It looks like you can open it. Like there's a handle on it that you could open it.
Okay. I'll open the door and look at Thaz and say, "After you."
Okay. And who has a torch right now?
I do. I would have actually, considering my last one would have went out during the short rest, I would have lit another. I have quite a few from my Dungeoneer's pack.
All right. Just making sure that you have a way to see. All right.
Yep.
So the door opens up. About 20 feet ahead of you, there's a chamber, and to the left is a passage.
I'd investigate the chamber first.
Okay. So walking past the passageway on the left, it turns left and then right. It's to the left and then it turns right immediately. So it goes in the same direction that the chamber's in. You can see enough into the chamber that it's not big enough. Also, even from the hallway you're in, you see an enormous claw, just out of sight.
An
Of
enormous
whatever,
claw?
yeah, whatever it's attached to. You can just see like the front of it.
Just around the corner.
Yeah.
That's in the room, right?
Yeah, and then as the people filter into the hallway, Alriel and Tarnar, you hear movement in the chamber.
Hmm.
There's something there.
Yeah, it's got big claws.
I don't like the sound of it.
Okay, just to make sure I'm clear here. The door we opened had a straight hallway that goes all the way down into a chamber.
Yep, it's a very short hallway, and there's a passage off of it that turns into the same direction as the chamber eventually.
Okay.
So I tell the group in very limited communication, I have magic dust. Make me disappear. I use it and go up and see what claw is.
Okay.
Fine.
Yay! So I take out my bag of dust and just throw it up in the air around me so that I disappeared. And I run forward without any care for stealth at all, thinking that, oh, I'm disappeared. They won't hear me at all. And and just go check out that claw, see what it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna even talk to him. I'm gonna be like, "What are you?" Thinking, of course, that hey, it can't hear me, no problem.
Okay. So as you clear the chamber, like clear the hallway into the chamber, a rather large bladed weapon comes swinging down at you. I rolled at disadvantage because you can't exactly see. The thing, whatever it was, heard you coming. Attacks +3 to hit, so that's a 15, which I think is enough to hit you.
That is.
All right. Where is it? Okay. So you can take 7 slashing damage.
All right.
All right.
So you hear me? Ow! What?
So as you clear into the room, you see that the claw. Assuming that somebody's holding a torch close enough into the room that you can see well enough. I mean, there's like dim light enough, I guess, on the torchlight that you can
He's still got his
see.
torch on.
Oh, you're still holding the torch?
Yes, I am.
Well, I shouldn't have even given it disadvantage.
That's what I'm thinking.
Alright, well, either way, it hit. Alright, so you run into the room. The thing that hit you, you kind of like turn as it hits you and like, and then look at it. It's this human-sized creature with 4 arms and this thick carapace with like coarse fur covering it. I don't know if you were one of the people that looked at the painting where the ooze was, but this is one of the creatures that it turned into for a second. The giant claw you saw was attached to this enormous scorpion.
Fuck.
Hold on for a second, Jester. Actually, everything within 10. When I threw that dust in the air, everybody within 10 feet of me is now invisible for 2d12 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So basically everybody in the party for the most part. So we're all invisible.
Roll a d4 for who it didn't affect, because there would have been one person not close enough to be. Okay.
So everybody roll, or wait?
No, I'll roll a d4, and I'm just going from the left. I got a 1, so it's going to be Alriel, who wasn't affected by it.
Oh,
That's fine.
Okay.
So, sorry, the picture I'm seeing in my mind when he's running down the hall, he still has his torch. He's invisible, the torch is not, so you can see a torch running down the hallway.
I think whatever you're holding becomes invisible too. Is the way the spell works.
Okay.
The light itself isn't invisible, so there's this moving like fire source, basically.
no, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so
That would be funny.
like floating fire, and I guess what happened was like the blade like came down and like hit like the side of his arm. As he was holding it up in
Okay.
front of him. Yeah. So okay. So you see this giant scorpion up to the north side of the room. On top of the scorpion, behind like the head area, there is another one of these insectoid creatures. This one holding what looks to be like three-sided ninja stars, like one in all four of its hands.
Wow.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
Since he was brave enough to go, I want to go in right behind him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in, but I'm gonna do it stealthily.
Sneak right behind him. Very, very carefully now that we're invisible.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys can go ahead and give me stealth rolls. Put those in there first. Eric, is that for your initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled 25 for stealth.
The 14 was my stealth.
So once we attack or cast a spell, that's when the invisibility goes off.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got a 4 for initiative and 8. And then Samantha, I just need your initiative. Oh, you rolled it.
Initiative 8.
So I need Jeremy's initiative.
Speed.
Yes, B. Sorry.
I
Okay. So
actually responded to it. So.
Then, Josh, what's your dexterity score?
16.
Okay. Okay. All right. So this Alriel, did you enter the room yet, or are you still in the hallway?
Yes, I'll enter the room, but I stay at the door.
Okay. So this creature that attacked Bazinus initially looks back towards the light source and goes to chase after it. Sees you, and figures you an easier target, and swings this double-bladed polearm at you. There's a blade on each side of it. He's going to make 2 attacks. The first one hits.
So it's relatively near to the door.
Yeah, he was right next to the door. Like that's
okay.
how Bazinus got hit in the first place. Was because like it had positioned itself to hit, because it heard the stone and you guys talking. So it positioned itself to hit the first thing into the room.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just trying to imagine where everyone is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then a 14 is going to miss. So it got 1 hit on you. You're going to take take a die. 8 piercing, 8 slashing damage.
How much?
8.
8. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm like waiting for something to happen. It's totally my call when something does happen. Spee, it's your turn.
Okay.
Okay. So directly next to the entrance that you guys use, there's one creature, and then to the north part of the wall, northwest, like far enough away that you could have seen it a little bit from the passageway, is the scorpion with the rider on it.
Okay. And we're all still stealth, so he doesn't know we're here, right? Stealth and invisible.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you guys passed the stealth. So yeah, they don't. I think
Okay.
Tarnor made a little bit too much noise, and they reacted to you entering. But again, you're invisible. They're focused on All Real right now.
Okay. I want to make sure to take care of him. The guy come up there, so I will sneak up behind him and do a trip attack.
All right.
And so that's going to be a natural 20.
All right. I was gonna say you get advantage on it, but you
That's
don't need
one.
it.
Yeah. So that's one with the trip with the hammer, main hand. Damage. 4, 8, 11, 14, 17 total.
17
For that,
damage.
and he's prone.
Okay.
Oh, this fucks this guy up. And then now that I guess I gotta do it all in the same action. Sickle. That's a 14 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
So manage to like kind of roll out of the way.
My extra attack will be a not enough 10.
All right. Okay. So that's your turn. One thing I do want to point out, just like a quick observation. Once you get into the room, it turns. There's a passageway to the south. That passageway from the hallway looks like it leads into that passageway. So there's like a little like side passage that leads back into this chamber.
Okay.
And now after attacking, you're visible, right, Spee?
Sorry, what?
After you attack, you're visible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so after that first attack, and can I? Yeah. Can I like put my foot on him to keep him prone? Strength maybe too much in one action.
Yeah, I mean you could use your second one for like a grapple check. I would have said, but you already attacked.
Okay. Too late. Okay. Then.
All right, Alrila, your turn. So now there's this thing that just hit you is on the ground, being held, attempting to be held down by Spee.
Yeah.
Across the room are the two other ones.
That's good. I'll go for the one next to me, which hit me.
Okay.
First, I'll use my bonus action to cast a spiritual weapon and let it hit him.
Okay.
So, I don't think an 11 hits.
It doesn't.
Good. And then I'll go with Sacred Flame.
All right.
So
it's gonna get. I mean, it's prone, so I think it's disadvantage on Dex check. Doesn't say. I'm gonna say it doesn't have a movement speed as of right now, so it doesn't get to avoid it.
Okay, then it takes 10 radiant damage.
10?
10.
Okay, cool. So this thing's quickly losing this battle. The scorpion shuffles up to the light source that it sees and kind of lashes out. It's going to make. Where is it? It's going to make a couple claw attacks and then try to reach over with its stinger. So the first one's a 20.
Wait a bit, please.
Oh, yep.
How far away is it from me?
The scorpion, before it started moving, I'd say
No, before it started hitting.
40 feet.
Okay, that's too far.
Or no, wait. 20. Like 40 feet. Okay.
30 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, that's. So I would like to detect my reaction to use my improved warding flare and give it disadvantage on the attack this round.
Okay. Alright, so that first one was a 20 total. Disadvantage was a 19. That's still going to hit. 19. Alright, so the 2 claws still managed to hit with disadvantage, and that last one is a 16. So you're actually going to take the full brunt of these attacks, Josh, even though it had disadvantage on your invisible body already.
What?
Oh, Christian, I don't know if you want to save that spell slot because he's still invisible.
Oh, okay. Then I would like to save it up if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So this thing definitely gets at you, Josh. So you're going to need to make a Constitution savings throw as well.
Um, 21.
All right, you pass that. You're gonna take 8 poison damage on top of that.
So how much total?
12 and 8's 20.
Oh,
Yeah, this thing's no joke.
man.
All right, and it's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to, as a bonus action, start raging.
Yeah. Yeah, do that.
Okay. And then I could use healing, but real soon, because my hit points aren't that high. So if anybody's got any healing spells, it might help.
I'll heal you as soon as it's my turn again.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so I get 2 attacks with extra damage. Oh, and while I'm raging, I'm resistant to all damage except psychic damage.
Cool.
Your first attack will have advantage since you're invisible.
Okay.
What are you hitting, the scorpion or?
Yeah, there's the other guy's pinned down, right? And the scorpion.
Yeah, and there's somebody on top of the scorpion, so you
Right,
kind of have to
okay.
climb it to get on it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll fight the scorpion. Okay, so I rolled a 15 to hit.
Oh no, you know what? Basinus was the one with the torch, isn't he?
Yeah.
So you're the one that needed to take that damage, not Josh.
What?
That's my mistake.
But
after the light source.
I'm invisible, so the torch is actually invisible as well.
Right, it went after that light source, like that thing that was like casting light. It didn't. It just kind of like reacted and went after it.
Okay.
So you take 12 bludgeoning damage. Well, I guess 10 bludgeoning damage and 2 piercing damage, and you got to make a con save.
Con save is a 17.
All right. So and then you take 8 poison damage. So a total of 20. Okay. So yeah, Josh, you're fine. So did you make your attack rolls already?
Yeah, I rolled a 15 and a 23.
All right. Those both hit.
Okay, so plus 6. So 19 points of damage.
All right. Okay. Cool. Definitely got some good whacks in there. Broke through the carapace in a couple places with those swings. Next is Mika.
I'm gonna invoke Thunder Smite. I'm gonna try to hit the Scorpion.
Okay.
Let's see. With a 24.
That does it.
Yeah, I found my dice here. It needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. What's your DC?
Is that the spell DC?
Yeah.
14.
Okay. It fails with a 10.
See, let me roll it again. Okay. 9, 12, 15 damage on the first one. It's pushed 10 feet from me and knocked prone.
Okay. So yeah, it slams up against the wall, loses its footing, its legs kind of splay out. I'm actually going to make the thing on top of it make a dex save to not fall off. Against your DC was
14.
is that right? Okay. So a 13. So it actually falls off in the process if you're knocking it away.
Okay.
It's now prone in front of you with this scorpion pushed back a little ways.
The Scorpion would be prone as well.
Right. Yeah. So they're both prone.
So they're both prone. So I get advantage on my second attack.
Right.
Which one's closer, the Scorpion or
So now that insect.
the Rider?
Yeah, the Rider is because he fell like off of it and then toppled over in front. So it's now in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the Rider.
Okay.
21.
That hits.
$11 points of damage, piercing damage.
Okay. Cool. Now it's his turn. He's gonna have to take his move action to get up. Correct me if I'm wrong. That provokes an attack of opportunity if he's doing that in
No.
melee.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Just takes
Only
half
if I move out of my space or my range.
All right. So he gets up and where's all right. So he's gonna get up and then try to bite at you. So his like mandibles snap right at you as he gets up.
Okay.
An 8 is not gonna do it. All right.
You can bite my shield.
Yeah. So that's his turn. Now, Fazin, it's your turn.
So I'm going to position myself invisibly. And when all those attacks came, it was just a cacophonous like, oh, I'm so hurt. And I'm going to position myself where I can actually get a straight line at the prone scorpion and its rider.
Okay.
Is that possible without hitting Samantha's character?
Yeah, the scorpion's big enough that I'll say you can do that.
Okay, and I'm going to become visible, belting a blast of fire after I bonus action Hunter's Mark it.
Cool. They need to make dex saves, right?
Yes, it is DC 13.
Okay. One of them crit failed, and so I'm gonna say the scorpion's got disadvantage. So all right, one failed, the other crit failed. No damage, right?
Let me roll my damage.
I'm gonna give you max.
Say again.
What do you roll for damage on that?
4d6. It's 3d6 for the fire breath, and then 1d6 for Hunter's Mark.
So Okay, so I'm gonna give you an extra 18 damage on that on the rider for the crit fail.
Cool.
So go
Wow.
ahead and roll
Okay.
that.
So so is that you're just maximizing it, or
I'm
you're?
maximizing it and then having you roll it.
Oh, cool. So that's he takes 31 then,
Okay.
and the scorpion takes 12.
All right. That's just enough for the scorpion. Kind of hear the inside of its exoskeleton start sizzling a little bit as it's blasting. The rider is looking terrible. He's still standing, but just barely. All right. And then, okay, that's going to bring us back to the top of the order to the creature that was knocked down by Speed. It's going to stand up and lash out at Speed for knocking him down with 2 attacks. Both of them will hit. They're going to take 9 slashing damage. And then he's going to like jump really high into the air and try to move away from you guys. You'll get an attack of opportunity on him as he does that.
Okay. Do we both get that or just me?
You and Alriel, because you're both right next to him.
Okay.
I only get 1 attack, right? For
Yeah,
opportunity
just
attack.
this one.
Okay. That'll be 20, not a natural 20.
Okay, that hits.
20 and 7.
All right. So is that's your damage? 7.
7 damage. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. And Alriel?
I rolled a 7, so I think I won't hit.
Yeah. Okay. So you missed. So he jumps high overhead, like almost touching the ceiling, and lands just inside the southern passage, and then takes off running to the south. It's your turn.
Okay, so he's took off down the way we came. Sorry.
Yeah. A few of you can see down the passage enough. He's still he's just past that side passage that it like connects back to from where you guys were before.
Okay.
So he's not very far away.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take out the longbow.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, cast Ensnaring Strike,
All right.
which will restrain him if it hits.
We'll go for it.
21.
21 hit.
Yeah. So that'll be a 1d8 damage. That's 4 damage. Plus, okay, Snary Strike. Target is restrained by vines from impact point, and saving throw DC 13 strength.
Okay. So he makes that strength roll now, or is he going to do that on his turn?
No, he makes it now.
Does not make it.
Okay. Target is restrained, and then takes 1d6 piercing damage on his turn, and a DC strength to get free. DC 10 strength check to get free.
And how much damage did you do to it?
Just 4.
All right, Spee. Alriel, it's your turn. Okay, so there's still
Can
the
I chase
rider.
after him too?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then run after him.
So there's still the rider in the room. I'm looking terrible, and this guy is trying to escape into the hallway.
So the scorpion's dead?
Yes.
Okay.
So we've got still the rider in the room and the one escaping.
Yes.
How far away are they from me?
The rider is about 35 feet, and the one that's escaping is...
The one. He's not escaping anymore.
He's ensnared, but the one that went to escape is...
Oh, we lost him.
He's about 40 feet. About 40 feet away. And also around a corner, so you'd have to move to get near him anyway.
Okay. Any one of us is badly wounded?
Yeah, I am.
Anyone else?
I don't think so.
Taking a few hits, but I'm alright.
For some reason, I haven't been hit once.
Okay, so I'm going to Eric's character and using Cure Wounds on him.
My God, I'm going to be indebted to him for life.
That's only 4 hit points.
Never mind. 4 points, that's it?
And I rolled a 1.
You're fired.
He's a drow, he doesn't care. He's like, here.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Keep fighting.
Slaps me in the face. Hey, take that.
And I'm using my bonus action to make my spiritual weapon move closer to the dismounted scorpion rider.
Okay. Is that close enough to hit it or no?
I can only move it 20 feet, so it's not close enough.
Alright, cool. Scorpion's dead, so let's cross him off that list. Tarno, it's your turn.
Okay, so there's a guy escaping and the other guy is injured.
Yes, the escaping one is currently ensnared and not...
He's not escaping. He ran down the hall, and now he's entangled.
I'm just going to finish off the one guy.
Okay.
So, a 19 and a 21.
That will both hit and guarantee a kill. So go ahead and describe that.
I'm going to hack his penis off until he bleeds to death.
That's rough. Do you know whether or not insects have those? But
No.
I guess.
Well, I'm just going to get them in the crotch real good with my axe.
Yeah, there you go. That's an output stroke. Cool. Okay. That's fun. Mika, it's your turn.
Which one was trying to be healed? And I only got healed for 4 hit points.
Phasonus.
Is that the Dragonborn?
Yeah,
So you're relatively near to me, correct?
I sure am.
I'm going to reach out and touch you and heal you for 15 hit points.
So I go on one knee and propose. On my turn.
All right. So that's your turn, Mika?
You can thank my deity for that. It's the deity of sunlight and honor.
Cool. I'm all done.
Nice. All right. Phasonus, it's your turn now.
Well, just as I said, I go on one knee and propose to the drow for healing me. I've never had that kind of healing before. Just like, oh, you're amazing. And then I spend half my move to get up, and I'm going to beat up whatever's trying to run away, or was trying to run away.
What's your movement speed?
30.
You're too far away to get to it with a melee attack. You could use a ranged attack if you want.
I'll throw actually, I send my snake after it.
Wait, for which one? For one I'm about to go one after?
The entangled one.
I'm going to yell out, don't kill it.
Okay. Then I'll opt to, if my snake drops it to 0 hit points, I'll knock it unconscious.
Okay.
No, that's a 1.
All right.
My snake's like, no, I ain't going over there. Screw you, dude.
No, just no. I saw what those things did. All right. Then it is now his turn. He's going to take d6 damage, right? You can
Yep,
roll that.
1d6. 3.
All right. And then he makes a strength check to try to get out.
DC 10.
A 7 is not over 10, so he's stuck there.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to him and just grab him. Can he understand common? Just kind of see. I guess everybody else is dead, right? The other 2 guys. Scorpion and the rider.
Scorpion and the rider are both dead.
Okay. I guess I just want to grab him and kind of throw him against the wall and see what he knows about the glyphs on the wall and start asking him questions, mainly about the glyphs on the wall and where the rod is.
Okay, so he drops his weapon, obviously, as you're doing this. And he doesn't seem able to produce the sounds to communicate with you. But he's like motioning like kind of. Have anyone ever played Mortal Kombat X, like the new one that came out?
No.
There's this like bug creature in it that's pretty cool. But like he's like his head's like he doesn't understand you, but he's trying to parlay with you. Is what you're able to.
Okay.
And he kind of like points to the south where he was heading.
Okay. That's pretty much it for me. Just call the other guys over here.
So unless anyone's determined to kill this thing, we'll end initiative order, and you guys can try to figure out what you want to do. He's hurt enough that if you do try to kill him, I'll just give you the kill.
That's not my gig.
Mine either. Okay. Even though I'm a drow.
I mean, he did hurt us, yeah, but I'm not gonna go beating him up if he's already
restrained. It's an honor thing for my character.
So he's pointing. He was pointing that way, whichever way he was pointing.
Yeah. As Alriel and Mika get closer, he kind of like stares like intently at the two. Wait, do you guys have helmets on?
I do not know.
No. All right. Then he definitely like it stares at you, and it kind of like then looks around at everyone else, and kind of like its shoulders slump a little bit, like it looks like. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it without it being.
He's confused?
No, not confused. It's definitely like you feel like an aggression almost, like it looks like it wants to come at you, but it's not.
It's not stupid enough to?
Yeah, it's just like it knows that it's outnumbered, but it's like it wants to like.
Okay.
Like you see some aggression.
Doesn't like drow.
Okay.
There's a shock.
Can anybody speak its language?
Just like drow.
I seriously doubt. I don't. Well, yeah. Humanoids can't really replicate the language that this thing speaks.
Okay.
So there's really no way to communicate with
it. I curse at it in Terran. See if that works. Since I have one of my hatred races is elementals, so I chose the Earth elemental, and they speak Terran.
Right. No, it doesn't. It doesn't react to it anymore.
What about? For some reason, I have a 7 intelligence, but I know a buttload of languages.
Do we want to take this guy with us or no?
No, I'm gonna kill him. In my experience, these things turn out bad.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just gonna step aside, let him do it.
All right.
I'm gonna finish him off, put him out of his.
And then it points south, like as you're swinging at it. It's like,
good job.
I disemboweled the bug man.
Right.
I tell the drow and Elven, you're mean.
All right, and at this point, your rage ends. You guys are now in a corridor south of that chamber you were just in. You're about at the point where. All right, so.
Did you say you said the drows were mean?
Just to him, since he disemboweled it.
Oh, you're talking
I'm a
about.
halfling.
He's
He's
a
a
halfling.
halfling. The
Oh,
cleric and the paladin are the drows.
my bad.
The cleric of the sun is the drow.
And I am a paladin of sunlight and honor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sure my confusion is valid.
Yeah.
So here is the chamber. This is hold on. Let me click on my thing. So I'm.
And we're in one big crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
That's what it looks
So
like.
here is I use the dots to mark the room number. This is the chamber you were just in. This hallway here is where you came in from, and you are now here. Okay.
So
It
he was
goes farther south.
pointing down or to the corridor
Yeah.
itself?
He was pointing like in
Okay.
like something I don't want to show you on this. He's pointing
Down.
this way, like down this way.
So down and then out. Okay.
There we go. So we're gonna head that way. Okay. Yeah, my map was turned sideways from what you had. So every time you would explain something, I was all fucked up. It's like, wait, no.
Okay. Also, in the northern side of the room that you were in, there's a stone door at the top of it, and also that hallway with all the runes on it was back the way you came. If you're interested in checking that out again.
Okay. Do we want to follow what he said, or go back to the rune pathway, which we think has something to do with books?
Well, he's sitting pretty intently on helping you until he saw me. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it might be a trap or?
I didn't pay attention enough to check and see about that.
We do that because you were drow, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm guessing though.
Yeah.
It might be a trap, but we'll be ready.
Well, our goal is to get the rod, so I'd like to go in the glyphs.
Okay.
While they're talking, I'm playing with my dice and my snake.
Right. So, are you guys going the way you pointed or back to the room hallway? I'm sorry. Or you want to go north and check out that door?
First of all, I would like to know what were they guarding here? What were they doing here?
I want to look at the door.
Okay. So, checking out the room that you were in, you see that it looked like a what looked to be a like rest area. There's like gaming tables. You see like old dice like on the floors, some like torn molded cards.
Dice! I run to get the dice. I want more dice.
Just like it just looks like a lounge area, really. The tables are flipped over like recently. It looks like the creatures that were in there were searching for something. The door that you're looking at, Mika, it's not locked. It's a big stone door.
Going in or out?
In. Like, well, you'd push it.
Push it in.
Yeah. Like, from where you are, you'd push it, so like, it goes out.
Yeah. All right. What are you doing?
I'm playing with a door, apparently.
Okay. Why are you going that way?
She wants to see what's in the room.
All right.
I'm playing up my flaw. My flaw is if there's a plan, I'll forget it. If I don't forget it, I'll ignore it.
Alright, so you push open the door.
Tell us.
Roll initiative. No, I'm just kidding. No, you push open the door and it looks like another like small barracks area. Again, it's all torn, ripped up. Things are flipped over.
Can't hear anything you're saying.
I'm barely hearing anything.
Oh, sorry. The room that you open the door into, this looks like another. It's a smaller barracks. There are more beds in a smaller area. The bedding is ripped up, turned over. Um, Again, it looks as though it's been like rummaged through recently. There's nothing of note in it otherwise, though. The one thing is it leads. There's a passage to the north. Um, Anyone that's been trying to keep a map, this was that furthest passageway from the main.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So this is like a big empty room, pretty much.
So basically, that passage connects back to the main passage we came in.
Right.
Okay.
Okay,
So let's
just
head
shut the
back.
door.
Let's head back. What weapons did those creatures have on them?
They had. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to make intelligence checks on these to see if you know what they are.
Okay.
They're definitely both weapons that you're not gonna have proficiencies with.
Okay, so they're like handmade type of things.
Specialty weapons.
Okay. Okay.
But if you want them, I mean, well, I don't know. I guess the throwing weapons you wouldn't need any particular. I guess if you have like a martial weapon proficiency, you could use those. But the other one's definitely a specialty weapon.
Okay.
Dry green are neat.
I just want to ask to see if anybody needs upgrades on weapons.
Yeah. So I mean, the throwing weapons, if anyone's interested, they have a range of 30 feet to 120 feet. They do
I actually
D6
have
damage.
no throwing weapons.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm strictly melee.
they're basically just shurikens, like three-pointed shurikens.
Okay.
That do D6 slashing damage, and there's a range of 30 to 120. If anyone's interested, there's 6 of them altogether.
I'll grab them if nobody else wants them.
I'll take a couple of them.
Take them all.
Is that because I'm a drow that you just gave them to me?
No.
Okay.
All right, so guys, just real quick, I do need to kind of rush the rest of this dungeon.
Yep.
So if you guys can make a decision on what you're doing.
Okay. Let's go down the south passage toward the way he pointed.
Okay. So you guys go down
Unless
there.
we head that way.
All right, go down that way. It turns east. To the north, you see an iron door, and then further ahead, the passage turns north again.
Iron door, or do we keep going?
Iron door.
All right.
Iron door on which side?
It's on the north. It's right after. So when the southern passage, when it turns west, it's pretty narrow. As soon as it opens up, there's a door on the left. And then opening it, it's not locked, it's not trapped. Opening it leads into a small, what looks like a hallway, but it leads in a dead end.
Okay, so nothing really in there.
Well, I mean, all real, if you go in there, you see some sign that the door to the right at the end, to the right of the end of the passage, is a sliding stone door. It's pretty simple to see, and you can open it if you want.
So I open it, yes.
Okay. So that leads into another passage. So directly in front of you is this long passageway. The two drow can see the end. There's a set of stone doors. To your left is the ruined hallway that you had previously walked to.
Okay.
Right.
So we're just keep going, head down there.
Towards the stone doors.
Yeah.
No, to the stone doors.
All right. So you get up there. You guys want to make any checks on them, or are you just gonna open them? They pull open.
Hold on. I yell at everybody. I'm like, wait. Let me use Dragon Sense, and I cast Fine Traps.
Okay. Don't. Okay. It's not trapped. It is locked.
So the find traps is within 120 feet from the direction I'm looking. So could it sense if anything's a trap after the doors?
It can sense a trap in the area. It would not tell you where it is exactly.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't.
So if there's any traps.
Nothing's triggering. I mean, there's like some thick, like it's in a mesa. You know, there's like thick stone, but I guess you're getting like hints very far away of a trap.
Okay.
So I need to take a walk.
Yeah.
Right.
So we need somebody open the door.
I critted.
You critted? Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a very narrow area between the two doors. You managed to find something, get it wedged in there, and actually what you're doing is the door's barred on the other side, and you managed to like flip the bar up without breaking whatever tools you were using to do it. Then the door will pull open into what looks like a bed chamber. Before you even step foot inside, since you're the one that opened it, Mika, this not quite a voice, something, you feel a presence in your mind, and it's weird because you're a drow. You're getting this like this thought of like food, like you're like seeing yourself being roasted like over a fire.
You're right, that is rude.
Yeah.
So is this a vision or just?
It's telekinesis, but telepathy, but it's like it's mixed because you're like seeing flashes of the rod, and then like a question, but then it keeps getting distracted and like cooking you, and then like rod, food, rod, food. It's kind of what's happening. Looking into the room, you don't really see anything. There's a bed that's all ripped up. Dresser nearby with some like the drawers are pulled out. There's some like loose writings.
So the room's been ransacked.
Yes, recently. And in one side of the room, like one corner of the room, there's two tall, like very tall, like tower shields leaning against a wall. That are not anywhere near as dusty as the rest of the room. Can you guys all make a perception check? Anyone that's looking into the room?
I got a 20. Not natural.
Okay.
And I got a 14.
14.
All right. So all three of you that just rolled those, if anyone else, 14 or higher, you see like behind the shield, something that looks in the shape of that of like a leg, but it's the same color as the wall behind it, and even the texture is taken on, it's taken on the texture too of the stone behind it. Above you on the ceiling, you see this creature like kind of like holding itself up against the wall and over the ceiling, and then you see two more of them also in the room. They've made no move to like attack you, but the question about the rod's pretty urgent, and it's kind of jumping to everybody now. Rod. It's pretty urgent, and you guys can use like your own thoughts to communicate back anything you want to.
Okay.
You can
I'm focused on the rod. That's my main objective right now.
Right.
So I'm not hungry.
I
Well,
think
no, like it's only Mika and Alriel. Do you have a helmet on?
I think according to that armor class, I'll have some sort of helmet.
Okay.
But I think it leaves big parts of my face open so I can see.
Okay. It's just whether or not it's visible that you're an elf. kind of. Anyway, I'd say it's questionable. So you'll get like hints of food in with the rod questions as well, but everyone else is like they're just asking about the rod. Like they like it's you're interpreting it as tell me where the rod is, creature.
So I'm the only one basically getting the whole flashes of
Well,
rod and
I
food.
mean, yeah, like your ears are showing, so it's like very heavy, like food, and then like all reels kind of
So they
getting
think I'm food?
yes, and they all reels
Okay,
getting
I kind of
glimpses of it
misunderstood what
too.
you were talking about with the food thing. So they think I'm food. Okay.
Like there's definitely like a thought of like, ooh, you look tasty. And Ariel's kind of getting that too, but not quite as much. Everyone else is literally just getting questions about the rod. If anyone like pretty much they want to know if you know where it is or how
Yeah,
to get to it.
I think about the rod that's at the statue at the beginning that we came in from. That's all my character would think of.
Did we pick that up?
That's actually what my character would think of as well as the rod at the beginning because of we haven't come across any other ones.
No, we
Did
didn't
anybody
get
pick
it.
that up?
We never got it. We went to the other room, but
I didn't know y'all didn't pick it up.
Well, no, like someone tried and they got blasted with magic missiles or something.
Oh, okay.
They got bludgeoning damage, like 20 bludgeoning damage
Yeah.
or something.
Okay.
I think it was the
No,
Dragonborn.
no rod. No, we didn't grab the rod because rod hurts. No, screw that, man. No way.
Okay.
And
one.
so the thought says no, not that one. Like it
Of
shows
course, I'm the guy that
statue.
thinks Stay Puff Marshmallow Man when all the bad things could possibly happen.
So in your head, like an image of the statue holding the rod,
Uh-huh.
and then like a strong feeling of no,
Not that one.
not this
did,
one.
did we miss any rooms?
No, I don't think
Well, the book that Ariel found pointed strongly to that hallway with all the runes in it.
Mhm.
That you guys didn't spend very much time in. So you know that hallway is linked in some way to it,
Uh-huh.
but you don't know the secret of it because that page is missing.
What about the spectacles? Have we used those the whole time?
There's like a very minor bonus to those. It just gives
Okay.
investigation.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were connected somehow.
I'm very defensive at the moment. They're viewing me as food, so I'm.
Yeah, I'm like,
And now it's getting a little aggressive too. If you guys don't try to send
That's what
any
I'm thinking.
information about the book, then I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative. Not that I want you guys to do that. It's just that's like the only way that they'd think that you have anything worthwhile.
I'm gonna start backing out the room. Because if
And
it's
then-
not this way, we're looking for the rod. I'm gonna start backing out.
Okay.
Kind of see him. I'm just gonna turn around haphazardly, just kind of casually, like we didn't even notice him, and start walking out the room.
Okay. So the hallway itself is 10 feet wide. If you guys all start moving away from it, they're gonna come after you. It's definitely like an aggressive like thing going on.
Okay. So are y'all moving? What y'all doing?
I'm too concerned if I move, I'm gonna get eaten.
yeah.
How many did you say there were?
I think you said there were like 5.
There's 4 of them.
4.
Okay, so if I turn around and y'all aren't moving, I'm just gonna go back and walk up to the room.
I'm picking up my rapier and keeping it
Get ready.
as subtle as possible, but I'm not,
Unsheath, get ready to go.
Yeah,
I'm not
backing
fixing
out.
to try to back away because, one, I don't like being thought of as food and it's pissing me off.
Alright, so as you guys draw your weapons, I'll get who wants to be in the front because there's going to be 2 people in the front of this, and then you're going to all have to follow behind in the hallway if you're
I'll be
moving
in the
out of
front.
it.
Technically, I'd be in the front.
Yeah.
I'm the one that opened the door.
Alright, so who are the 2 in front? Sorry.
I'll be
Who's
in front.
Mika? Okay, Mika and Turner. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative.
The Dragonborn's on mute.
He is. You are muted, Eric.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be standing next to the group of combatants, and you said what?
I just need to know who the two people in front are, because if you're moving into the hallway, there's only room for two people.
I'll take the front position.
Too late.
I think Tarnor called it already. So
Yeah, cool.
we got Mika and Tarnor in front.
That's my initiative. I rolled great.
Oh.
This is going to be a quick combat, I take it.
It's going to have to be, yeah.
I got a 9.
Okay. Any Josh?
Can I rage now, or do I have to wait until my initiative?
Wait till your initiative. I need Josh and Kristen's.
Your mic is low or something.
Oh, sorry. Josh, what's your initiative?
It's 20.
Okay.
Having fun, Sam?
I have a 10 dex, by the way, so Josh will probably go before me.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Nick.
Yes.
I'm gonna rage first of all.
Okay. Well, it's gonna. All right. So the one in the other corner kind of like rushes out and jumps on top of the food, clawing and biting at you. So it's gonna actually just get its claw attacks on this round because it had to move. 18 will hit, and then a 9 won't. So you're gonna take 8 slashing damage as its like mantis-like claws hit the chinks in your armor. Next one is all real.
So I'll use again my channel divinity for the radiance of the dawn.
Okay.
So again, all hostile creatures in 30 feet that can see me. I think that's supposed to be all 4 of them.
One of them isn't able to see you.
Okay, so the other 3 make a Constitution save against 14.
That's a crit. It's the same for all of them. Alright, one of them fails.
So the one that fails gets 19 radiant damage, and the other 2 have as much, so I'll assume 9.
Okay. Okay. So you did. I mean, all 3 of the ones that are visible now are pretty hurt actually from it. They weren't quite as tough as the last group, it seems. All right. After that, it's Tarnor's turn. So there's one directly in front of you now, and then 2 in the far corner in the room, just starting to move right now.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the one in front of me.
Okay.
Ah, I missed. I
All
got the highest one I got was a what is it? An 8.
Yeah, that's definitely not gonna do it. All right. Okay. So next one is Fazinus.
So I'm in a back rank, right?
Yes.
I'm not in the front.
Right.
So I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark 1, and then I'm going to throw a spear and send my snake after the same one that I'm throwing my spear at, since I can do that with extra attack.
Okay.
So my attack with my spear is
Which
a
one are you hunters
24.
marking? There's one in melee right now with Mika, and there's two more in the room that you can see. There's another one that at the angle you're at you can't see.
I'll do the one that's on Mika.
Okay.
So he gets a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
And the spear does 11 damage.
Okay, so you impale it and it drops.
Okay. And then my flying snake will go after another one then.
Right,
As
so
long as they're within 40 feet.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. That's a wow. 28 to hit.
Alright, that does it.
Yeah. 4 plus, so it takes 4 piercing. D4s. And 7 poison damage.
Okay. So that next one, I mean, so which one did you want to have it go after? Because there was one in the ceiling above the doors, and then there's another one. The next closest one would have been holding the 2 tower shields.
Can I actually see the one above the door?
Probably not. The
Okay,
snake.
so
I mean, entering the room, the snake would have seen it, but
I have to be able to see the attacker.
So are you not counting the one that attacked me?
he just dropped it with his spear.
Oh, so it's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I move my Hunter's Mark. Oh, I can't do that. That's a bonus action. I cast Hunter's Mark this round. Shit. So I just lost Hunter's Mark.
So you're going after the one with the shields? All right. There's a one with 2 bows in his hands as well. Just beyond.
Yeah, I'll take out. I'll have my stake go after the bowman.
Okay. All right.
That'll
So you also kill the bowman.
Cool.
This is the drawback of rolling hit points randomly sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. After you, it is now this shielded creature. He I don't know really what I think he's gonna drop his shield and try to eat your snake.
No. You better not eat Elvis, man.
All right. So 2 claw attacks. One is 20. Another one is one's 10. One's 16, and then the bite critted.
Okay, the only one that hit is the crit. My snake has a 17 AC.
Oh, jeez, that's pretty awesome.
Beastmaster Pets have. Yeah, it has a really good AC.
All right, so the bite damage is.
They have a lot of hit points too.
All right, so 12 piercing damage, and he needs to make a Constitution saving. So.
Okay, so that's +5. Oh wait, it's +3. So, all right, a modified 20.
Okay, that is good. It's not going to take any extra damage from that.
So just 12.
Yeah.
That's half its hit points.
Good. Okay, then Bowman's dead. All right, Mika,
Thanks,
your
Jeremy.
turn.
I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah, your turn, Mika.
Oh, okay.
So you being the one that walked into the room a little, you know where the one above the door is, and also there's still the thing now fighting, trying to eat a flying snake.
No!
How far is the one above the door?
The doors aren't especially tall. You can definitely get at it with a stab upwards.
Okay. And I guess I'm gonna try to stab above the door. It's probably gonna look kind of funny to the rest of the group, but just stab above the door at that one.
Okay.
24 on the first one to hit.
Yep.
5 points of piercing damage on that one. And I critically failed the second one.
Okay. So 5 damage. Alright. Okay, Spee, your turn.
What in the world are you swinging at? So I guess am I still in the hallway?
Yes.
Okay.
Would it have made any noise when I stabbed it?
I mean, you would have heard like your sword puncturing something, but
It
it's
didn't
not like
actually make a noise.
no.
Are there
They don't really
two?
seem capable of like vocalizing.
The two in the back of the room, are they together or no?
There's only one now, and it's kind of like swatting at this snake flying
Oh,
around
okay.
it.
Oh, he's got the snake on it. Okay.
And I'm poking above the door.
I'll go ahead and shoot an arrow at the one farthest on that back corner.
Okay.
Let's see. And that is a 8. I think,
Okay,
yeah.
that'll drop it.
Okay. That's the hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, a hit? 8 to
Yeah,
hit?
to
That's
hit,
not gonna
8 to
do it.
hit. Yes, I think so.
No, sorry. Sorry about that.
That's a really low AC.
Yeah.
So that would have hit the cube.
And I can use my second, make an extra attack.
Okay.
Same thing. And that'll be a 10.
That also doesn't do it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll move up into the room a little bit, just around the corner to the left.
Okay. So as you enter the room, I guess this thing's going to drop down on top of you from the ceiling, stabbing at you with 4 daggers.
Wait a minute. I'll use my
Apparently they have 4
reaction.
What's that, Christian?
I'll use my reaction to for my improved warding flare, blinding that one that dropped and giving it disadvantage on the attack.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So all right. I'm just going to re-roll them all then. There's 1, miss, miss, miss. Okay, they all missed.
That's just no.
Back to the top of the turn order. Alriel, it's your turn now.
So,
Christian.
yeah. Then I'll just go with Sacred Flame with the one which just dropped on my companion.
Okay. He got 18 on his savings throw, so he takes no damage.
Correct.
It made it safe? Oh, bad.
Yeah, he made the save. Are you gonna do anything else?
Then, yeah, I think some of us got hurt, so no, I'll wait with that, and instead I use Spiritual Weapon on the same one.
Okay. All right. I'll say you're close enough to get in range with it.
Not with a rolled 1.
No. All right. Okay. Tarnor, it's your turn.
Okay, so how many are left?
Just the one with the 4 daggers, and it being surrounded, it's definitely gonna fight to the death.
Okay. I will fight it to its death. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so 1, I rolled a 14.
Nope.
Okay, maybe not.
Okay, Phazon, it's your turn.
Yay! Is this the one trying to eat my snake?
No, that one died. Steve that one.
Okay. Then I send my snake to attack this one,
Okay.
and I throw another spear at it.
You're gonna have
My
to step
spear.
into the room to do that. But
That's fine. Is it within 30 feet?
Yes.
Okay, I do so. So my spear is an 11 to hit,
Not enough.
and my snake is a 23.
That is.
So, wow, 14 damage, 4 piercing, and 10 poison.
Okay. This thing's hurting. Mika, your turn.
I'm just gonna attack it with a rapier. 23 to hit.
Yep.
9 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And a 7 doesn't hit.
No. All right. Spee, your turn.
So the one the far side of the room is still alive, right?
There's just this one left.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll drop the bow and pull out hammer and sickle. Just go for the attack right there. So that is a 16
Hit.
and a 23.
Hit.
Okay. Four and 7.
Okay, that's enough.
And
That'll kill it. All
okay.
right. So after dropping these things, healing up what you need to heal up, if anything, you manage to rummage through the room a little bit. You find a concealed cache inside of the dresser. Popping that open, you find the missing page from the book, which points to a spot on the wall opposite of the stone door that you opened, where the runes can be pressed in a certain order to open the door. So you guys make your way back there, do it. Do it right. It's not trapped or anything. You don't die. Opening this secret door, you find a vault with treasures, all different types of treasures, and standing and like being held on like a pedestal is this strange stick with like gears kind of intertwined inside of it. The only thing barring you from there is a 20-foot wide chasm splitting the room. It's about 30 feet deep. With a little ingenuity, you guys managed to get across, collecting a few gems each.
Somebody behind you.
You managed to collect a few gems each, worth some money that you can come back and return. Then a scroll, you find a potion, and well, you find a couple scrolls, you find a potion, and then that weird looking like mechanical stick that you see. Who wants to grab the stick?
I'll do it.
Alright. So you go pushing everyone out of the way, grabs the stick, picks it up, and now you get this feeling that it's much more than it seems. It kind of attunes to your thoughts on it. So now tell me what this staff looks like now that you grabbed it.
You said it was originally what you said it looked like it had gears and stuff on it?
Yep.
What color? I'll make it gold and just it turns kind of like looks like a candy cane, gold and black.
Okay. All right, and now, so to you, like it changes to you, but you know that that's not the actual shape of it. Everyone else sees the shape of it change to that candy cane color as well. There's definitely some mystical properties to this rod, though. Right on the bottom of it, where like before you change it, there's like a pin, like a very sharp pin at the bottom of it. But other than that, there's not really anything spectacular looking about it. But this has to be the famed rod that you're talking about. I'm going to close the scene with you guys all realizing what it is and leaving you guys to decide whether or not you want to fight over who gets to keep it or if you want to turn it in for money. We'll leave that story up for you guys in the audience to decide on what happens after this. So thanks everybody for playing. I had fun. I'm sorry I had to rush it so much at the end.
Yeah.
Anybody that, I don't know if we ever got any viewers for this game. Anybody that watches this in the future, please make sure to check the description below for the link to BrigadeCon.org to donate to Child's Play. Or you can buy a T-shirt, which all the proceeds from those T-shirts go to Child's Play, and you get a dope-ass T-shirt. And lastly, if you want to just donate directly, you can go to childsplay.org, which is also in the description below. Thanks everyone for playing with me. I'm going to end the broadcast here.